What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So it is Wonder Festival in Bangkok, Thailand, and there's lots of booths with Infinity and Queen and other statue companies. So I wanted to, go over some of these photos. A lot of you probably aren't on Facebook, so you're not seeing this. So I wanted to give you some video and some of my thoughts. I'm looking at the photos from Titan Painter, that gorgeous Asian there in the photo. She's a professional painter. So this is Infinity Studios booth. As you can see, they're displaying all their, most of their newer busts. Selena Kyle's not newer, but, people want to see how she displays with Batman, because for me, that's how I actually plan to display them, is together. It's real nice to see Khaleesi, especially the updated, portrait, and they even changed her hair. So we'll get better photos of that. But right here, you can just see the massive size of Bale and Superman and, the Pattinson Batman. I think the Superman bust looks amazing. I think the likeness is fantastic. I like the pose, the DBZ power-up pose. I think it looks great. The costume looks good because it has that nice metallic, chrome underneath the suit. The base looks good. Definitely a much bigger fan of this versus Queen. And then the Bale Batman bust, I freaking love that. I think that might be one of their best busts for sure. Probably best male bust for me. Pattinson looks good, although I don't desire to own the Pattinson. I'm not looking to buy anything from him. Here's the new Queen Mark 7 1/3, which I've already talked about a little bit, but now we have a battle damage version, and we do have official pricing. It was inaccurate. It is a little bit cheaper, but still very pricey. Basically, you're looking at about $2,000 for the right, $2,100 for the left, 300 ES on each, so 600 total. Now, I still think that's quite expensive, in comparison to other 1/3s, let's say from Prime 1. I was able to get their Dark Side, which is 40 inches tall. This one's 35, so 5 inches taller. 3 heads, multiple arms. As far as I could tell, this has 0 swap outs. I think the price would have been acceptable had they given us like a, Tony Stark head or a mask that opens up to Tony Stark. Because this same price is the same price as the Cinemaquette Iron Man, which does have a silicone portrait of Tony Stark that opens up. Granted, I do like this better, in terms of base and concept. That one is from, it's the Mark 43, I believe, from Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, the paint app is quite different on these two. This one is more vibrant, but this has that battle damage look. And I love the battle damage, but I do like the more vibrant suit. At the end of the day, if I was to buy one, I still would do the battle damage because I like that battle damage. Now, I want to see what this base looks like not lit up, because you're pretty much never going to be lighting this up outside of when you originally get it or show some friends. Because, lives are just a gimmick. There's something to get people to buy, but not something to use all the time. I do like the light up, but I want to see it not lit up. I like the black underbase, the rocks. The pose, I do like, he's just flying up. It's overall good. But again, this costs the same amount as their half scale Mark 7, which I still like the half scale more. A, it's bigger. B, it's 45 inches tall, so it's 10 inches taller. Doesn't have a cool fire base, but still has a great rock base. And I like the pose better. Although I do hear this is just an AC adapter, which is great, because the Mark 7 half, for some reason, Queen decided to do batteries. Freaking idiots. Here's the Michael Jackson bust. Do not care for this at all, to be honest. I don't see a huge market for this, especially at $4,000. You got to be a serious MJ fan to buy this. Now, I love his music, but I'm not going to buy a statue of him. About $4,000. Ugh, no thanks. This is a XM Studios classic Iron Man, basically getting suited up. Awesome concept, especially for those comic collectors. I like this quite a bit. I think it looks good. This is the XM War Machine, similar to their Hulkbuster. I believe this is already released, though. But great looking, War Machine statue. So much going on. So many weapons as well. It's crazy. Okay, I haven't seen this before. So it's Spider-Man basically escaping from what kind of looks like 3 Carnages. I mean, you got like one right there, there, and there. I mean, it's cool looking. It's kind of weird seeing 3 Carnages. I kind of would have preferred 1, but not bad. All right, this is a Riddler, I believe, part of their 1/4 Samurai line. Looks pretty cool. I like the fox, and I do like the whole Japanese theme because I'm a big fan of, Japanese culture and everything. Killer Croc from the Japanese line. It is good that XM is still continuing this line. That one looks awesome, for sure. And then Batwoman also looks pretty cool. Here is the Arnold bust, which we've seen before. Looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely a huge fan of this. The only thing I don't like is the, fact that he basically has an arm chopped off. I don't like that. I wish they just would have did 2 arms. Or they end it right there and not do it like that. Similar to the T-1000. That looks better in terms of the arm cut-off. Same with the Lita. I already own this. Batwoman 1/3. Love this. Massive, like, super wide piece. So definitely going to be a B to display, but it definitely looks really good. Some anime, although I don't know what anime this is from. So I can't really comment. Same with this, Evangeline. Never seen that anime. Let me know if it's any good. I have seen some of those in person. That looks like a Murazinga. I believe this is Prime 1 stuff, because I know Chainsaw Man, which I have seen Chainsaw Man anime. It's okay. I don't think it's amazing or anything like Demon Slayer or other animes I've been watching. Rei Ayanami, not sure what this is from. I do like this statue. I think it's awesome looking. My Hero Academia is an amazing anime. I think this is an incredible statue as well. Extremely well done. Having All Might in the back and everything. I feel like this is a one and done. If you're collecting, like random animes, like all your favorites, this is all you need. You get this, then you get Tanjiro and Nezuko. And then obviously Goku, Vegeta, Chainsaw Man. I mean, you can really do it. Obviously, I own this piece. It's a grail. And then this would be the piece to get for, Attack on Titan, which I also absolutely love. Amazing anime. There's Jill. She looks fantastic. I love Attack on Titan. That statue's also sick. I feel like it'd go great with the, My Hero Academia. Not sure what these are. That looks like a Naruto statue. Gaara, and I'm not sure who he's fighting, but I do love Naruto, but I honestly need to rewatch it. Technically, I have this on pre-order, but I did sell my pre-order, but I do love this statue. It's just I got out of 1/6. If this was 1/4, I definitely would have kept it. But, 1/6, which I did get out of. And this is the showstopper for me. For me, this is the best piece of the con. I think this is Infinity Studios' best piece. I think it tops even Infinity Sauron, all their other silicones, for several reasons. One, it's Emilia Clarke, one of the most beautiful women ever. And I think they achieved an incredible likeness, like 95+%. Two, I love her outfit. I think it's very elegant. I like the base. It's, very classy and looks really good. And 3, you got 3 full-size baby dragons. So it's like, I am a huge fan of this piece. And I'm kind of leaning, honestly, of just putting this top shelf next where I got Raptor busts, because it's like, I don't know if I could do this bottom shelf. I know she is looking slightly up, but I'm going to test out 3 things when I do get here. And I actually hear she might be shipping this year. But when Khaleesi does arrive, I'm going to A, try her down low, B, try her next to the TV, C, try her mid-room. And whichever one looks the best and gives me best angles and I can appreciate her the most is where she'll go. Because I'm a firm believer she'll be definitely like one of my favorite collectibles in my collection. But huge fan of this one. There's the Pattinson Batfleck, which I do think looks amazing. Likeness is good, suit looks good, looks just like him. No complaints. I think if you're a fan of the movie and you're collecting, busts, this would go great with the Prime one, version. Check out that. That's sick looking. It's kind of a shame that Prime One was the only company that couldn't do a fire sword, because I really wanted one. But, you know, this thing is incredible, especially for the price. Mixed media, half scale, absolutely massive. Very menacing too. Very cool. And of course, the Bale Batman. This, like I said, is definitely one of the, best pieces also at the con. I think I like Khaleesi more than this, but I think this is definitely going to be one of the best Infinity busts out there. I think the likeness is, solid 90%. I think the suit looks amazing. And I watched Art Statue Collector's video where he reviews this. Check that out. And I love the base on this thing. They did a really good job in the base. I mean, it is, covered because of his hands and the pose. But I do like the pose because, we're getting a silicone portrait of Christian Bale, but you also get the cowl. One thing I notice is the head comes off. I wish they would have gave us a cowl head as well. And then he could hold something else, like a frickin', like what else could he hold? Maybe Bane's mask, And I even wonder, if you could we could commission that. Imagine that, because this is The Dark Knight Rises. So you commission, or I wonder if you could even fit a Batman helmet. I don't know about that one on this. It'd probably need to be a different one. But imagine putting a Batman helmet on this. Remove that. And then just putting a Bane mask right in his hands. That could be something people could consider. I mean, you could try putting this on there, but you might damage this. It need to be something like rubbery. And this is, resin. Something that can easily stretch and not damage the silicone. That could definitely be an option. And then you could just buy a Bane mask and have him holding that. Or have him hold, whatever else you want him to hold. Just an idea. Nevertheless, I think this looks amazing. Can't wait to get it. No idea what the frick this is. This I'm a huge fan of. I have, obviously, Spiral's King Ghidorah. I freaking love it. I'd love to own this, but no space. And some other weird-looking creature. Old school King Ghidorah. Androta? Not sure what that's from. Dragon Shiryu. Never seen this anime. Not sure what it's from. Ultraman, have not seen that. Of course, she's gorgeous. Goodness. Yeah, she's a solid dime, folks. Alrighty. Here is another photo of that newer Spider-Man. Now, I do prefer this Venom type piece. I think that looks, cooler. It's really insane, honestly. They were able to capture, like Venom basically trying to take over Spider-Man, him fighting. I just feel like this piece is going to arrive damaged. There's so many crazy little intricate parts. I'm just like, man, that is just begging to be broken in so many spots when it arrives. But conceptually, I think it's incredible. It looks so cool. All right, and here's just some photos of the total boost. XM, Prime 1. Prime 1 didn't bring a ton. Obviously they have Godzilla vs. Kong, Jill Valentine, which I really want to get her. Then the Queen booth. Now, the one thing I will say about Arnold that impresses me, because you can see Captain Bus, which I own, is it's the same size as Cap Bus, and Cap Bus is huge. I really just wish they did the second arm. I feel like that's pretty disappointing. The way they did it, I'm just not a huge fan. I absolutely love the base, though. The diorama, the endo on the front, the little naked Arnold, which I would never actually display on the base. I'd always display it next to him because I don't like it blocking the endo. And I think it clutters the base as well. But I would display it next to it. I feel like that would look cool. But I do absolutely love that Arnold. I do want to get it. I most likely will. And if I get it, then I'm also going to get the Dark Side Arnold Clean 1/3, and I would pair them together. There's the Infinity booth. Between the two, Queen has 5 silicone busts, life-size Spider-Man, 3 1/3s. They got 4, 5 silicones, a half scale. That's like the highlight. Nothing additional. I guess technically Queen has more. Although, God, they're so impressive. These silicones by Infinity or Queen are so good, folks. Creation, it works. Tons of just anime statues. Spiral incomplete. Here's one thing I am thinking, folks. So, I think we need to keep Game of Thrones just right here. And keep that Jurassic. We're going to have to move Raptor Bust, unfortunately. But we do Khaleesi Bust here with those 3 eggs, that wall mounted above, and the Blu-ray. And underneath, you do Khaleesi, Jon Snow, Night King. Because that's the original reason I got this shelf, was to do that. So we just fulfill my original plan and do Khaleesi Bust there to get her absolute perfect angles. And then that is going to be Sarah, or Endo, Sarah, Battle Damaged Arnold, T1000, and keep that as is. And then we should do Arnold clean bust with Arnold 1/3 right here. Separate from this, still right here, 360 degree view so you can actually see the back of the Arnold bust. You know, and then obviously the 1/3 as the companion piece. And it being a super tall bust, you know, this would be the best spot. And then of course we sell one of my, you know, Predators. Prime 1 is the superior one, but that matches the display better. If we put Prime 1 there, we gotta do a Jungle Hunter bust and then lower that and do a Jungle Hunter bust with Prime 1. It's the only way it will work. Otherwise, if we don't get a Jungle Hunter bust, it's probably better to sell Prime 1 and just keep Cinema Cat. You know, that's a solid plan. The only thing this is missing is like Red Sonja, Vampirilla, Blade, you know, Celine. You know, I mean, I know I can display them there if we sell these off. But I do really like this display. So it's definitely a struggle. But then for Jurassic, here's what I'm leaning towards, actually. Dilophosaurus down there. Because Dilophosaurus is fine down low. We do this plan like I originally said. You know, Giga Bust, T-Rex Bust, T-Rex, Giga, Theranosaurus. Lower all this. And do Raptor right there with Raptor Bust. You know, because Raptor Bust really needs to be displayed up high, but you just pair it with the Raptor 1/6. You know, like that's a Raptor Bust display. Raptor Bust just angled this way. I changed the poster to Jurassic World. I do have a Jurassic Park poster. I just can't find it. So I'm just like, I'll just do World for now. And I'm going to get 2 leaves on each side. You know, I just put Red Sonja here for now. But I need to box up this T-Rex. You know, that way I can sort of do what I just said. I do really like this. At the end of the day, Khaleesi Bust is going to be one of my favorite pieces in the collection. Like, I do anticipate her being probably my 3rd favorite bust. I think it's going to go probably Thanos, Kratos, Khaleesi. Or maybe Thanos, Khaleesi, Kratos. You know, one of those. But then Arnold Bust, he might take that top spot too. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think of this, you know, Wonderfest, all these cool statues. There wasn't a ton of like new stuff really, but it is great to see statues you have on pre-order, seeing size comparisons, new photos and videos and whatnot. So it's really awesome to see that. I mean, for me, really, it's just the Khaleesi, you know, Bale. Those are 2 of my most anticipated pieces. Anyways, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.